Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking through all the products that I want to use up for 2021. This is kind of my half year update. I've got everything written down right here. Let's take a look at how I've been doing. I'm just going to read through the list, so if I'm looking down, well, you guys know what's going on. So for powders, I finished off the L'Oreal True Match powder in the first quarter of the year, so that was already done. For highlighters, I'm still working on the two. So I've got my NARS highlighter and I've got the L'Oreal Glam Bronze Trio, which I'm kind of using more as a blush topper because it's a little bit of everything, but like I have it in my highlighter category, I guess. So for this one, after making some nice progress in, I don't know whether I could say I'm halfway, but like, yeah, there's definitely more than a quarter gone. Of course, the little bits around that pan are getting pretty thin, so I'm happy about that. Hopefully I can get that done by the end of the year. For this one, I'm a little less hopeful. I'm still hoping, but yeah, like, it's broken, but I think it already was broken, and I've hit pan kind of like on the blush side right here. I have no idea where you guys can see that from there, but the blush seems to be wearing away the easiest, then the highlighter, and then the bronzer. As much as when I move my brush across it kind of sideways, I can see there is darker like pigment on the bottom, so it's definitely picking up the bronzer side of things. But like, I'm probably just like pointing my brush a little bit more towards the blush side as well, so that might explain it too. But yeah, making progress on it, but there is a lot of product in here. This is 11 grams. It doesn't say anything in ounces, so I cannot tell you what that is, but yeah, it's moving slowly but surely. I'm using both of those on a pretty much daily basis, so let's see where we end up by the end of the year. Then for bronzers, I wasn't using this yet towards the beginning of the year, but I started using it a bit more, and especially the last 3 months. It's been in a project now as well. So this is the NYX Sweet Cheeks Matte Bronzer, and I can definitely see the usage on it. I know this pan isn't like too deep, but at the same time, I don't really know how long it's still gonna take me before I even hit pan on it. So we will find out at some point. I'm using it, once again, also on a pretty much daily basis, just to kind of like contour right here. So yeah, that's that. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. Nope, I'm not. For single eyeshadows, the Miss Helen eyeshadow is one that I'm hoping to make some progress on in this year. It's so big, I really don't think I'm going to be able to finish it, but I'm hoping to kind of start incorporating it into my looks a little bit more. As you guys know, I hit pan on this one last year towards the end of the year, so that is nice, but still got some work to do on it, and I haven't really used it yet at the start of the year. But as I've said in multiple videos at this point, my 365 Days of Eyeshadow project is pretty much done, so hopefully that will give me some room to like play around with some stuff. Well, it's not playing around anymore, like focus on a few more things besides what I'm trying to do right now. Anyway, for pigments, I'm still hoping to make some progress on my NYX pigment right here. I made some okay progress on this one last year, so I'm just hoping to work through most of the rest of this in this year. Then I'm gonna get there all the way. I haven't really used this one yet either, but same story as with the eyeshadow. Hopefully I can focus on this one a little bit more soon. Then eyeshadows that I have been focusing on, these are my quads and trios that I'm focusing on, and you guys are pretty familiar with these by now if you've been watching my videos. The Lancome trio, I don't know whether, well, I think there was pan on it already, but the pan definitely expanded. I'm so close to hitting like proper side pan on it right now as well, so making okay progress on this one. It is in the project right now as well, even though I was using it pretty regularly already, but yeah, happy to see that one move a little bit more now that there is pan and you see the pan expand a little bit. It's always a bit more exciting than just seeing a dip form and not really knowing how far that pan is away still. And then the Bourjois Nude Ingenu eyeshadow trio. Smokey Eyes Trio, whatever you want to call it. I've been using this one as my part of my pan palette, so of course I'm working on it quite nicely. The lighter pan is the one that I've used the most this time around. I think last time I said it was the darker shade. Right now it's the lighter shade. It is my current like go-to brow bone highlight, and it's getting pretty flat, so I'm hoping to hit pan on that one relatively soon. But I still got some work to do on this one as well. So let's see how we're gonna go with that one. Then we're moving on to the actual eyeshadow palettes, and of course, as you guys know, I did finish off the LA Colors palette in Fabulous already at the start of the year. But right now, pretty sure I barely had any pan on this palette at the start, or like during my last update I should say. But as you can hopefully see right now, I have pan in 4 of the shades, just not the green yet, but there definitely is a lot of change that has happened to this one, which I only really realized when I kind of went through my previous update from this project again to kind of see where I was at and what has changed. So yeah, pretty happy with how I'm doing on that one. For the Too Faced, well, this is a Glamour to Go palette, but you guys know this is a shade from the Enchanted Glamourland palette that I have still left, and I only had a little bit of pan on this last time. But as you might be able to tell because it's silver on like silver basically, I'm kind of halfway with the pan right now, so I have hope that this will be done by the end of the year. I'm not too sure about like in 3 months from now, but we're making some nice progress on it, so that is nice. Let's see, what else do we have? The Too Faced Shadow Insurance, this is one that I'm working on like pretty much every year. The shadow part of the name is gone, and there still is like not a whole lot left in here. Pretty much this above my fingers is what is left. But as you might recall, like last time it was maybe this much left. So that last little bit is always taking me forever. So pretty sure this will not be done yet in 3 months from now, but hopefully by the end of the year. Because then I've had it for a while, so it's just time to start moving it out again. For mascaras, I thought I only had 1 left in my last update, but apparently I forgot to count 1. I don't know how that happened, but so this is the Clinique Lash Power Mascara, and I still have 1 more to go through. So I finished off 2 now, and I have this one left. Okay, let's see, for lipsticks then, I did finish off the MaxFactor lipstick in Bewitching Coral in the first quarter, so that is nothing new. And now I'm still working on, just throwing things around right here. Still working on these 2. This is a Jelly Pong Pong lip blush. This one is in my Happy Blue Year project right now. I don't think there's too much of a difference in comparison to next time, just because I've really tried to focus on my lip lacquer from Rimmel at the moment. But I'm using it every now and then. Still have some work to do on that one though. And this one I've actually used even less. This is the MAC Viva Glam lipstick in Nicki, right? Yeah, this is Nicki. Still also have quite a bit to go on this one. It's a lighter shade. I actually have it kind of underneath my blush today. Trying to use it as a cream blush every now and then, but I keep forgetting that most of the time. So I definitely haven't used that one very much recently. Then for lip glosses, I finished off Teeez, the Teeez lip gloss in Gutsy. I think also already before the last update. Then I'm hoping at some point in this year to work on this NYX lip gloss in Sweetheart. I am still pretty much at the top right here, and I haven't used this yet because I'm still trying to focus on other stuff at the moment. And one of those things is the Gosh On Stage Cool Lip Jam. And last time I was about here, and that right now we are about here. So I'm making pretty okay progress on this, especially considering this is 15 mils, so half a fluid ounce of product. I still got some work to do. I have a feeling I might be using this a little bit more because we're starting to go back into the office, and because I still have to wear a mask regularly, this just isn't really an option if I have to put a mask over and then take it off again. So it's going to be a little bit easier to just wear this a little bit more. Even though I top it on top of this one, I feel like I don't have to reapply as much when there's a lipstick or a lip lacquer underneath in comparison to when I'm just wearing a lip gloss. So I'm thinking I might be able to make a little bit more progress in the next couple of months. So that's the lip glosses, and then from lip glosses, making sure I'm not missing anything, we're going to the lip lacquer, and that is the Rimmel Epicalips lip lacquer, as I already said. This is my main focus at the moment. There only is 5.5 mils in here, which is, what was it, 0.18 fluid ounces. But it's taking a long time. I think I reapply this most of the time 1 time a day. I'm wearing it pretty much every day as long as I'm not going into the office. But yeah, it's taking forever. I definitely start to see windows now when I use it, or like when I scrape the sides. I notice that the doe foot is not picking up as much product anymore in one go. So I'm hoping I can take the stuff around within the next couple of months and be pretty close to having it done by the next update. Don't know if I can be all the way there at that point, but we'll see. We will see. Then I have lip balms. I have the I Love Coconut and Cream lip balm that I'm working on right now. Last time there was a little bit of a dip starting to form in there. And right now, as you hopefully can see, I have hit the bottom on this side right here. And I'm slowly but surely starting to make my way towards the side. I'd say, considering that I've also kind of scraped off quite a bit from the top. And I'm halfway, almost like this way. And I've got a dip in there. I'm definitely more than halfway through, which should mean that I can hopefully finish this one off by the end of the year. But yeah, it seems to be moving really, really slowly. I'm wearing this most of the time, like at night when I go to sleep. But if I'm not careful, it gives a bit of a white cast, which is why I'm not using it as much during the day. But when I go to sleep, it doesn't really matter if it's leaving a white cast because I'm asleep. It's dark. Nobody sees me. So yeah. But I have hope that I will be able to finish this one off by the end of the year, and that is the main goal. So let's see. Just checking what's next. And of course I finished off the tinted lip balm from Sleek, the Pout Polish in Monte Carlo, again in the first quarter of the year. Then for blushes, still hoping to make progress on 2. One of them I haven't really used in the last 3 months, I don't think. This is the Pinking of You blush from Revlon. I have my 2 little pans in here, which you can hopefully see from there, but I've still got some work to do on this one. Although I'm thinking I might start using this one a little bit more. Like now that we're in summer, I think that this one is actually a nice one to use as well. Although the Pupa Burrock blush is really nice to use as well. But, and this is a little spoiler for another project, there is pan on this blush right now. I took it to the gym with me because I went to the gym in the morning and I wanted to reapply my, or not reapply, I didn't apply any makeup yet. I went before work, wanted to apply my makeup there and then go into the office. And it must have like shuffled a little bit too much in the makeup bag that I put in my backpack, because I opened it and some pieces fell out, and because it fell on the floor of the gym changing room, I thought maybe I should not try and put that back on my face, so I threw it in the bin right there. So it doesn't feel like earned pan per se, but it is pan nonetheless. I had already been talking about how that side had been a little bit crumbly. I didn't notice that like it started to be more crumbly towards the middle as well, basically, but apparently it did. And there's pan now, so yeah. I guess in Dutch we would say that is some luck with some misfortune, or something along those lines. I don't know. It's always a shame when stuff just falls on the floor and goes to waste anyway. Anyway, then the concealer. For the concealer, I'm still working on my Stay Naked Correcting Concealer from Urban Decay. As you guys know, not my favorite. I bought a primer to go underneath as a hydrating primer, so it wouldn't feel as cakey kind of underneath my eyes and as dry. And that seems to help, so it's okay for me to be using this right now, but I don't want to have to buy a primer to make a concealer work. So I will not repurchase this one, even though it's nice because I know the color is the right fit. The consistency and like the formula is just not the right fit for me. So yeah, last time I think I was about halfway, and I think right now it's hard to see with this one, but I'm about here. So I still have about a quarter left. I think again, this one is one of those that I will be really close by the next update, but I won't have it done yet, thinking, but we'll see. But yeah, and that is that one. And then the really nice news, two things that I cannot show you right now, are two eye pencils. I finished off the Hey Kohl pencil in 37, which was my white, kind of already smaller pencil. And I also finished off the Catrice Made to Stay Inside Eye Kohl Kajal, long name, in Come Black and Stay, which was kind of a twist up thing. I only had a little bit left last time, so that wasn't too much of a surprise, but I'm really excited to have used up two eye pencils this year, because eye pencils are not really my thing. So when I managed to go through eye pencils, I'm really happy, because that means I have less in my collection, because I don't usually buy them myself. So if you guys have been kind of trying to count along with me, that means I finished off one mascara and two eye pencils this quarter, which is not a lot, but okay. Brings me to a total of 9, because I used up 6 products before, so 6 plus 3 is 9. Trying to use up 29 products in total. I've added on that mascara because it was 28 before, but the mascara had to be in here. I don't know why I forgot about that, but it happened. Yeah, so that means that I'm about 1/3 of the products through, and yeah, I still got some work to do. I don't know which of these products I will actually be able to have finished by next time. I think a lot of them will last me until the end of the year, but hopefully in that last quarter I can kick a good few of them out. When I look at my products right now, I actually don't know if there's anything in here that I will be able to finish off. I know that, like I said, that concealer will be pretty close. I will finish off another mascara. I know that because I kind of like use them for 3 months and then I just take them out of my collection. I hope I will be pretty close with that lip lacquer, maybe done. I don't know. But apart from that, like, I've got all these eyeshadow stuffs in here as well. Like, it would be amazing if I can finish off that silver, but I've kind of agreed with myself that I'm not going to push myself on that one. I'm just going to try and have it done by the end of the year, but I'm not going to force myself to use the silver too much. And apart from that, yeah, there's still quite a bit left in most of these products, so it's going to be even a surprise if I'm going to be able to finish them by the end of the year. Let's see. But yeah, that is it for today. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye bye.